Good evening, dear colleagues. As always, ForexTimes and Dennis Strelkov. And as always on Sunday, let's consider the likely movement of trading instruments for the upcoming trading week. And today, let's discuss the euro against the US dollar, gold, and gas. Today, let's look at natural gas. Well, let's get started. Euro dollar, dear colleagues. According to the reports of the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, we immediately note an increase in buyers by 32%. Indicating that the trend is likely upward. Plus, the number of buyers has increased by another 32% compared to sellers. Currently, for this trading instrument, we are in a selling position in the community, and most likely the trading instrument will show us a certain decline, at least to the level of 1.0740, where there is an accumulation of option contracts for 132 million. From there, most likely, we will consider buying. We will close the selling position and will consider buying. And now let's take a closer look at our trading instrument. Namely, we have some movement. After that, we see a zigzag. After the zigzag, we see a probable correction. And after the correction, there is still something missing. Correct, another zigzag. Therefore, most likely, the structure will be like this, ABC. And after that, we will consider buying. However, dear colleagues, there is, as always, a big but. The thing is, at the bottom, there is a duck level. The market itself has been rewritten to a level of a massive accumulation of option contracts worth $225 million. And essentially, the price doesn't need much to reach this level to start buying from here. How will we know about it? We start with a zigzag and end with it too. But if our correction starts with 5 waves, how will we understand what might happen? The point is, while the price is likely to decrease, we will simply be monitoring this decline. And if a 5-wave structure is forming during the correction, the price will reach the 5th wave, then a correction likely in the form of a zigzag, and then an impulse wave. As soon as we see this, therefore, we immediately understand that we have a 5-wave structure, a structure in the form of an impulse in wave A of higher order, and a correction in the form of a zigzag in wave B of higher order, and we move on to a new impulse in wave C of higher order. This way, we will understand if our decline will be deeper. But if we go further with a zigzag, then in principle, everything is clear. We have the first zigzag, a correction, the second zigzag, and we will already consider buying, as I said, from the level of the accumulation of option contracts worth 132 million, which is the level 1,740. Gold, dear colleagues, is quite complex here, for the simple reason that there are again 2 possible scenarios. However, if we look at the data from the US Commodity Futures Trading Commission, we will see that the trend is upward, and buyers have increased by 7%. Therefore, most likely we will be correcting in the area of hedge put options. Hedge put options are nothing else but the maximum open interest in put option contracts. Consequently, in the area around 2000, we will consider buying. Let's look at weekly options contracts and monthly option contracts. On the 14th, I mentioned the testing of this price level and wrote that we are considering buying. Ideally, I even wrote the target level at which we are considering them, and yes, the price turned around as I mentioned in the report. Now the range is the strongest support range, unchanged, still at the level of 2000. Here is the put option hedge with its premiums and the loss level of the market maker, as well as clean put option contracts totaling $166 million. Therefore, in case of testing this price level during Monday, Tuesday, the first half of Wednesday, we consider buying. Interestingly, if we open monthly option contracts, we will also see that at this level, there are put option hedges with their premiums. In other words, the decline of the trading instrument to this level implies support both from professionals in weekly option contracts and professionals in monthly option contracts. This is a very strong support level. Now about natural gas, dear colleagues. Natural gas is likely heading towards the extreme wave, and it is moving in a flat, specifically in the AB plane. Why do I say in the flat? For the simple reason that the probable wave B has updated the maximum of wave A. And in wave C, we have a 5-wave structure formed, 1, 2, 3, 4 most likely. The trading instrument is heading towards the 5th wave, After that, they have already given us hints, namely hints in the form of a large accumulation of option contracts. Here we have an accumulation of option contracts totaling more than $500 million, and here is an accumulation still accumulating option contracts totaling $180 million. At level 1, these support levels below these levels, professionals do not put anything at all. Therefore, dear colleagues, gas is a very promising trading instrument from the point of view of entering the market for investment, for the simple reason that now I will show you what can await us. Here exactly what can await us. At the moment, the price is very, very far from these peaks. Therefore, buying this trading instrument is a very good investment. Thank you very much, dear colleagues. I hope you enjoyed the lecture. Again, regarding gold, we need to wait for the testing of the level, because if the price suddenly starts rising on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday and reaches the level of the market maker's loss and hedge options call, which are currently at the balance level of the week, they will rewrite their expectations upwards. Then a very strong resistance range will form, and we will already consider selling. This can take the form of a double zigzag. Please see 1, 2, 3, 1 zigzag, 1, 2. The combination goes the second zigzag, that is, we can even write W, X, I, and Y and consider selling from here. But this is option number 2. The first option still remains a decline to a very strong support level around $2,000, and from here we consider buying. Thank you very much, dear colleagues, for listening to me today. I was Strelkov, the ForexTimes Project. Come to our community. We will always be very happy to see you. That's all for today. Goodbye.